Yeah, but you
Okay.
introduce yourself, Papa.
Okay.
Go, don't look at the camera.
My name's Lorenzo Lopez. I'm in 3rd grade. I'm in Mount Pleasant School, and I've been learning about Millville, and I heard that you were the first Puerto Rican as a mayor, and I'm here just to ask you a couple questions. When and where were you born? Who are your parents?
Okay. My parents are Rosa and Mario Santiago. My mother's still alive. My father passed away 2 years ago. And I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
That's a great question. I have 5 sisters and a brother, so that's a total of 7. And I'm the youngest one.
Did you know your sister Minerva worked with my mom in Lakeside?
I did not know that until my sister Minerva told me about it.
What do you consider the most important thing your mom and dad taught you?
Respect. Respect goes a long way. And you realize that when you're like your age, like I was your age, and your mom and everybody was at that age at one time, as you're growing up, as you learn about respect, you find that the more respect you give, the more you get back. And that really builds great relationships with people.
What school did you go to?
I graduated from Millville Senior High School.
Okay. Which types of jobs did you have growing up before you became a mayor?
Oh, another good question. Actually, my first job, I had jobs before high school. In my middle school, newspaper delivery. I worked at a place in Bridgeton where we packed books that went to foreign countries. But when I became an adult, before I became a police officer, I worked in a place in Vineland, and that was a paper product place. Like they made napkins, and they made big tablecloths. That was back in the early 80s, because I graduated in 1980 from Millville High School. And then I went right to Cumberland County College. And while I was at the college, I had a basketball scholarship from Millville High School, because I was a basketball player. So I played there, and I realized that my dream was always to want to be a police officer. So while I was there taking the criminal justice courses, I took the test for the city of Millville to be a police officer, and fortunately I passed, and I was hired in 1983 as a Millville police officer.
Why did you run for mayor in Millville?
The reason why I ran, if you look back, if you Google my name, back in 2000, 2001, I became very, very ill. I was really, really sick, to the point where I needed help from my community to donate blood, because I needed blood for the procedures I was going through. And this city came in busloads to Philadelphia to donate blood so that I can have blood transfusions. And the hospital actually had to turn them away because they had enough. During that time, I got support from the citizens of Millville, the Millville Police Department, but also from the entire county of residents of the city, and also outside of the city. So I always told my wife, I said, when I get better and I'm back on my 2 feet, there's things that I need to do. I need to give back. And the first thing I wanted to do was, I thought that I could help with the school system, because as a police officer, I taught a couple of programs, which is a DARE program, Drug Resistance and Education, and I also taught a gang program that was called GREAT, Gang Resistance and Education and Training. And I went into the school system, and I felt like the city went to bat for me, so I needed to go bat for them. So I ran for school board, and I was elected. I was a top vote getter, and I got into that. So while I'm there, I'm saying to myself, wow, this is great, but my passion is law enforcement, my passion is police work. Maybe I can be an asset to the police department in the city of Millville if I ran for office and got the public safety director's position overseeing the chief of police, and knowing that job. And fortunately for me, I ran, And in Millville, the type of government that we are and past history, the top vote getter also gets the mayor's spot. So I was the top vote getter, and I was able to get the mayor's position and also get the public safety director's position. So that was all because of what this town did for me. I took it personal, so now I feel like I'm paying it forward, doing the best that I can do for the citizens of Millville and the city of Millville.
How does it feel to be the first Puerto Rican mayor?
You know, it's great. I think it's outstanding. I think it's good for the Latin community. But I kind of don't want to bring it in as a race issue, because anybody can do this job. It's what you have inside, and what motivates you to do good and be good and want to help people. I just happen to be the first Hispanic mayor of the city of Millville. It feels good. I think that it's good for our culture. It's good for the Hispanic community. It's good for the Hispanics that are from Millville, but not only Millville, but throughout the county and the state of New Jersey. It's a great feeling. I know my mom and dad are proud.
What are some of the lessons learned in your first 100 days as a mayor?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, the way government runs, the way the city of Millville runs, the employees who I call professionals, that I actually go for answers. You know, as an elected official, although I worked in the building next door, the police department, you know, things are run differently here. And I'm still learning. It's a learning process every day. Every day I learn something new about government. And it's not easy. But I think us 5 commissioners are fortunate that we have the employees here, or the professionals that have been here for years, to guide us through this process.
What are your responsibilities as a mayor?
Well, as the mayor, I'm basically, I kind of run the meetings, the commission meetings, and each commissioner, because of the form of government that we are, they represent one specific department. So you have, let's say, Vice Mayor Quinn, so he's in charge of finances. You have Commissioner Pereka-Comperi, she's Public Affairs. Commissioner Ennis is Public Works and the roads. And then you have Commissioner Sui, who's Public Parks and Property. And I am the Director of Public Safety, which is the police department and the fire department. Did I answer your question? I know it was say it again. What was it again? Say it again.
What are your responsibilities?
Okay, my responsibilities. As the mayor, I oversee the meetings, and I oversee the police department and the fire department.
What is your visions for the city of Millville?
Well, my first vision for the city of Millville is to bring the crime rate down. We just brought on 3 police officers. There weren't additional police officers, but there were officers that were replacing police officers that retired. So the crime rate is something that we really need to work on. We also need to work on our economics, bringing jobs, bringing new business in so our people can start working. You know, the casinos have laid off a lot of different people with the closures of different casinos, and that's affected us in the city of Millville, you know, South Jersey and the state of New Jersey. So one of the biggest things is crime and also economics. I think bringing in new business and putting people to work is what we really need to concentrate on. And that's what I'm most proud about this commission. This commission doesn't agree a lot, but when it comes to trying to find jobs and do the best that we can with the money that we have, I think every commissioner puts their best foot forward to do that.
May I share a few suggestions?
Absolutely. Can I write them down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Build more playgrounds and fix rundown playground. I have a rundown playground near my house and nobody uses it anymore, and I think that's a fun place to do during the summer.
Okay.
More green areas for picnics, outdoor activities.
Okay.
after-school activities, summer camps for the children of Millvale, because some kids don't have a lot of things to do during the summer, so they just sit on the couch and watch TV and they're not that active.
Very good.
Well, thank you for having me today.
You're
And
welcome.
it would be a great honor to meet you one day again.
Excellent. Same here. And I want you to come to one of our commission meetings.
Okay.
I think if you come to a meeting, which is next Tuesday at 6:30, and you'll see a little bit more of how we do things at a meeting.